Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review for Spy Family episode 21. Or no, episode 22. Episode 22, and once again, this series has been a really fun, awesome series to watch. We're gonna keep on projecting 10 out of 10 episodes every single time. And this was just such a very insane episode because there was the whole tennis match and all that stuff, right? Underground tennis match, you can say. And the whole thing with everything with Nightfall, with her love obsession with Lloyd, it's just been like up to like they took her more love obsession of Lloyd to the next degree, and which the whole thing started how they got her and Lloyd forcefully disguised again this underground tennis match is that it has to do with this code or something that's in this painting that this guy named Campbell has. And if they win this tennis match, they're prized to pick up any priceless piece of art that's in his gallery as a prize. So they enter this tennis match, this underground tennis tournament, to get their hands on that painting that has like that code in it. And with their disguise, has their like the names are like a couple named Phony, right? It's like phonies, I guess. And Lloyd has questions like why are we a husband and wife? Because like I said before, like Nightfall, she wants to replace Yor as being Lloyd's wife for Operation Strix. She's thinking that she could be a better wife to him than Yor is, and. And say that how these two just dominate each and every of these opponents, with such ferocity is absolutely hilarious, funny to watch, First with Lloyd, with his powerhouse, like first to take out these two, they're all like old pros, they just beat him that easily. And then like their next opponent, which, like how they get these muscular people is like, it was like reminding me of a while back when they brought in that muscular 6-year-old Bill to play that dodgeball game with against it with Damien and Anya, right? Well, here they take these two just to amplify the next degree, where these seem they're just skinny, right? But they inject themselves with some whatever it is, serum, basically like a super soldier serum, right? Makes them just jacked up and. Which one thing it makes it weird. Maybe instantly when I saw them, instantly made a weird comparison. They're all big and rich, but their skin is all red, and crazy, and crazy looking. It's just reminding me, like they're how the way they look when they're all jacked up and all red, right? It just made me, which probably is not good, but it just made me look. It made me seem like they look like that. They reminded me of that one person that transformed into that monster in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. If you remember in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen with Sean Connery, Dr. Jekyll in Mr. Hyde, right? Some guy took a whole bunch of, drank a whole bunch of the serum that Dr. Jekyll used to become Mr. Hyde, right? Like remember that one guy, he just took a whole bottle full, right? And it just became humongous, right? But the thing is, like, he's like not only just big and muscular, but all his skin was like all red with the crazy face, right? Maybe seem as that's a weird comparison, but just how the way they're just not only just jacked, but their skin is like all dark red, like how that and the crazy look on they have, right? It just reminded me from that a guy who became that big. Granted, the CGI was not that great though, but I'm saying the whole character look of it. It just reminded me of that from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That's the first thing that is the first thing that just came to my mind. I was like, wait, is this like an anime version of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? But yeah, but it's funny. They're all just both of those brothers. They're just talking smack to our lead couples here, right? To Nightfall and Twilight. There's a bunch of talking, a lot of smack, and it's funny that we don't see them play against them. We just see the aftermath. They're all just banned down, beaten, and all the stuff, the marks on their bodies, all beaten and bruised, right? I was like, that's another very hilarious thing. Yeah, we didn't see the match though, but we saw the aftermath. I was like, okay. When it comes to Nightfall, I guess we talk smack about her her lover Lloyd, right? You get beaten down like that, right? And all the people in the audience are all such in awe of how this such an amateur looking couple can just beat these people that easily, right? And even with Campbell, who runs in his little rich pals sitting up in the stands, And then when it comes to the finals, that they're going up against Campbell's his children, son and daughter. Was it Kim and I forgot the other name, but they're the finals, and they're in this room, taking a break, right, and thinking that these guys maybe a little bit just not as great as the other ones were. And they realize, and the whole thing, okay, but one thing with Nightfall, how she takes her love obsession with Lloyd. First, at the start of this opening, she realized that Lloyd, who's this hardcore spy that she admires so much, how much he has changed since being in this Forger family, right? How much that his emotions were not the same as he used to be. But at the same time, she kind of likes seeing this gentle side of him. So, and he's showing over on repeat over and over again, whether it's I love you, I love you, I love you, or I love him, I love him, I love him. She's just so obsessed her love is so obsession with him is like way out of hand, you can say, and then with World War where Lloyd grabs her hand, right, and she gets assumed for the moment where wait. Are you doing what you think you're gonna do? I'm not ready for this yet. And in the thoughts in her mind, she's making those centric noises, oh. And at the same time, outside she has that stone cold face, and Lloyd's like, what's those dagger eyes, right? I mean, Nightfall. She's just another great character. And the thing is, though, she's not gonna win because Lloyd has Yor, and Yor is in a league of her own. That's where Nightfall cannot compete with Yor. But Yor has, let's just be honest with you, she has Lloyd's heart, basically. She has his heart, and there's nothing. And Lloyd has that genuine feeling, like he said, like I've said from previous episodes, this is his family. Yor is his one and only wife, and Anya is his one and only daughter. And that's the thing what Nightfall cannot compete against. As much as she says that she loves him that much, though, but the thing is, though, his heart already belongs to Yor and Anya, and that's what she'll never be able to compete at, though. As much as it says she wants to be the wife, but Yor is the wife. And after that, then they think that there's this gas that's spilling into the room, which thing is that's one of their attempts to be at a disadvantage from when they play against the kids, to help affect their vision or whatever. So they have to close their eyes and hold their breath using little hand signals like tapping signals to talk to each other, right? And even though they know about it though, but they have a little bit affected from that gas because that's how. Because not only the kids there, they beat them because they have these highly advanced technological tennis rackets. They both have jet-powered tennis rackets, and the girl has this one that can turn into a whip. Can stand at the net park and stand out to be a whip and hit it when it's way out of bounds. I mean, this tennis match, this whole tennis tournament has been absolute a blast to watch. Especially now these two kids have these new highly advanced tennis rackets. They're thinking they can jet-packed or a whip racket, whatever, beating them, and then once with Nightfall and Twilight, they're because they already feel affected for a moment, and they're thinking also that how the ball seems to go a different direction, right? You think that they're being controlled, but Lloyd mentions that, in the ground, there's, these groove steps makes them also be affected. That's why, the ball kind of makes it seem like it's going a different direction. And so, and that's one of the things that, what Campbell, like Campbell has like put it in himself. You know, you think that those whole time it's like legitimate though, no underhanded tactics though. But when it came to the children, right? Because he also because the father Campbell, he bet 10 million on his kids. And then the kids before the match started is like, let's get this over with, and have dad buy us a yacht. Of course, that's a typical thing for a rich person to say, you know, when you have bunch of whole lot of things. So hey, let's just have dad buy us a yacht. And that's when the whole thing cuts. This would be a two-part surprise. And I thought this would be done on one episode though, but this is gonna be a two-parter now. And also, but before ending with this though, we get a quick back with Yor and Anya and Bond. Like Anya, she wants to play tennis, right? And then Yor has the ball in her hands, and her thoughts are pandering because she's thinking about what Nightfall, thinking she may replace him as the next wife or whatever. And then she starts having such murdering thoughts, and of course the usual with Anya reading her mind with the shock expression on her face as usual, right? And then we have Bond here just sitting there with a tennis racket in his mouth. I gotta love Bond. He's just sitting there with a racket in his mouth, just watching. And then Anya's like, "Oh, there, everything's gonna be all right." And then Yor's thinking like, "Wait, can she read my mind?" And Anya has to quickly cover herself, like, "Oh no!" It's like, "Hey, Pablo will win a prize for us. That's what he's gonna do." So, but yeah, but episode 22 has been a very wild and insane episode. I think, as far as the sports are concerned, I think it's probably the best sports episodes I've seen in a while. This whole tennis tournament has been absolutely wild, you know. Yeah, but another great, awesome 10 out of 10 episode. Like I said, with the cute moments with Yor, Anya, even Bond though. But the whole thing with Twilight and Nightfall, like I said before, with Nightfall's her whole love obsession for Lloyd, you know, and seeing how much he's changed, and she thinking, oh, I'm gonna. She's trying to win, you know. She's trying to win him over with her skills and stuff, right? And even when she grabbed her hand, like you said, she's making the imply like, wait, you doing what I think you're doing? I'm not ready yet. thinking he's gonna put the moves on her, but no, he's that's not the whole that it's not that at all. And just like giving that deadpan eyes, thinking those are daggers. Like, why'd you look at me that for? And she's even envisioning, you know, like when they win the tournament and Lloyd's holding her up, you know, he's like, hey, we did it, you know, and she's like, oh, yeah, so. And the whole thing with those two brothers looking like that monster from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, you know, because that's what I know. Like I know it's a weird comparison, but that's what the look came to mind when I saw that. Wait, are these guys like little versions of that monster from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? But like I said, the CGI in that film, which I will talk about that film some other time though. But that's what just came to my mind when I saw these two brothers coming out looking the way they are. And the whole fact we didn't see them during the match, you saw the aftermath. They just got Bailey beaten down. And the other with the guy's kids with those super tennis rackets. So yeah, this has been a really wild episode. Really 10 out of 10. This is why I love Spy Family. Easily. And this is a part 2. This is gonna be a part 1, so I can't wait for the part 2 for next week. So, but yeah, so episode 22 really great. And yes, if people are wondering, yes, I'm wearing a robe. That's why because I'm freezing my ass off because it's cold and pouring down rain outside. I'm looking at my window right now. It's pouring down rain. It's freezing. That's why I'm wearing a robe to keep myself warm here. Yes, and probably you can see my hairy chest here, but still. Sorry about that. It's just, I'm just trying to keep myself warm here. And I even got a candle here next to me. If you see right there, I try to keep myself warm. But yeah, as I'm wondering, that's where you're oh, well, what is this? I'm wearing a robe. Yes, there is a robe for men who can wear these, okay, yes. But especially when I got my favorite team here, you know. Yeah, if people ever wonder why by now, yes, I'm a Denver Broncos fan. You see me wear my hat and stuff like that, you know. I've always have been. Sadly, they just sucked this season, so sad to say. But that's all aside, though. But episode 10 is 20. Well, you can say it's part 2 of Spy Family episode 10, you could say, but it's episode 22. No, once again, thumbs up episode. I can't wait for the next one for part 2 of this continuation to next week. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next movie review and other videos, and we'll see you next time. Later.